So I don't have any of the DLC characters, and most of them aren't even out yet. So I don't care at this point. I'm gonna start out.
My favorite character.
He's a good character. Don't knock him. Captain Cole is an amazing villain. No, okay. There's one ground rule, and that's Brainiac is off limits.
I hear you there.
I'm gonna start off easy because my best character is Blue Beetle, and I'm not gonna just go with him straight away. Which means you shouldn't pick Aquaman.
That's fine. Although he's my go-to man.
Scarecrow.
Random. Pretty much plays exactly like Mortal Kombat
Okay.
X. So you really shouldn't have any problems.
It's Mortal Kombat 10, just like the iPhone 10.
Well, that's what's weird about like some games like that. Sometimes it is X, sometimes it's like there's a Capcom crossover game called Project X Zone, and that's how it's spelled with an X.
Yeah.
It's actually pronounced Project Cross Zone.
That's stupid.
That's dumb.
That's like the third option. What was I gonna say? There was another thing that was like that too. I don't know. Let's just real quick. The iPhone 10 costs $1,000.
Does it really?
$1,000. It's ridiculous.
That's the worst.
It's so stupid.
How does Apple get away with that?
It's because they have like so much of the market share.
I've never once owned an Apple like phone, and I'm glad that I never did. Android's good enough for me.
Here's the thing: once you, it's like basically like once you go Apple, you never go Apple, because like now I'm just so used to it, and it's like you get a new iPhone and you just like have it mirrored over to the.
Ready for this move? This one's called Crashing This Plane. Oh no!
One survivor.
Also, Scarecrow's voiced by Robert Englund, who's also Freddy Krueger, which is like brilliant casting. I'm surprised they've never done that before.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
The fire rises.
The fire actually just fell.
So do I.
I just heard a spine crack.
I've got Venom. I forgot.
He's in this?
Yep. We love it.
Do they? So like, how much do they still play into the whole Bane as a luchador thing? Is that still a thing? Or
his accent is still, this is my voice. I am luchador. And some of his masks, because this is kind of...
That was his last name, right? Bane Luchador.
Yeah. Some of his masks are kind of inspired by, like, Nolan and the Luchador, but some of them are definitely more Luchador than, like, Nolan.
You can tell that I've been away for a while because Mike's letting me win.
But also because I always lose in fighting games to everyone until I select my main.
Yeah.
Chris and I played Injustice 1 like a year ago. Same thing happened. I kept losing until I picked Nightwing, and then I just won the whole time.
Yeah.
You can pick Brainiac, I don't care. I'll counter with Darkseid.
I'm gonna pick the one that I did a body cast for.
Mocapped, Gorilla Grodd.
That's the one.
Fighters approaching Gorilla
The
City.
disc's about to fail. Or not.
How many stars do I have to get to play as the elephant?
5 stars.
You collect stars in this, right?
Yeah.
That's still a video game thing?
Yes, you collect stars all the time.
Gorilla Grodd's a Flash villain, right?
Yep.
What's his deal? Just a space monkey?
No, he's not a space monkey, he's just a monkey that his origins differ, but he's like a psychic monkey that's really strong. In the New 52, he had like flash powers, so he was like a super fast gorilla.
That's actually my nightmare. Just a bunch of super fast gorillas.
No, your worst nightmare is a bunch of super fast grimaces.
That's
or
true.
Gorillas in grimace costumes.
Covered in,
Spider-Man hats.
No, not Spider-Man hats, what's that stuff? Like flypaper. Because the hats just stick to them
That was
immediately.
a waste. Yeah, your Spider-Man hat, yeah. I usually don't pick this many heavy characters.
Yeah.
But I gotta adapt to your playstyle, which is nothing but heavy characters.
Exactly. He does look heavy too. He looks like he had like an extra cheeseburger.
Grodd?
Yeah. No, well, yeah, duh, but he's a gorilla. Look how thick Darkseid is.
He's very thick.
He actually looks like Grimace
Extra thick.
with 2 C's.
I love his backwards hop. your front hop is pretty great too.
Like a giant rabbit.
Darkseid's pretty great. He was a pre-order bonus, so he's a little too overpowered, I think.
Yeah. What? Was all of that jumping necessary?
No. You should continue watching, because I know you watched like the first episode of The Flash. You should keep watching, because all the Grodd episodes are amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I didn't think that they would pull off well, even especially on a TV budget, but
Yeah.
it's so good.
That's what Kevin Smith said about, well, who's the shark villain?
King Shark.
Yeah,
The
King
Flash.
Shark. Black Manta. Sub-Zero.
No, planes.
Who?
Swamp Thing. He's their like replacement for Solomon Grundy.
Oh, okay. What,
Firestorm.
Aquaman.
Okay, well if we're going mains, then
Beetle.
where's the really pretty little? It's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah.
Fighters approaching.
What were the match options? I didn't even notice those.
I don't even know.
I've only played this like online. I don't play. You're the first person I've played with in
Local?
person.
A lot of them.
He's exactly the same. I don't know if they've nerfed him in any updates, but he's
Yeah.
just as broken as he was in the first game. If I lose to you and you've never played this game before, I'm going to be so mad with myself. No one's hitting anybody.
Oops. What? Just what?
Whenever I go online, Blue Beetle's the only character I can ever beat anyone with. The best character I'm able to defeat with Blue Beetle is Batman. Like, if I fight a Batman as Blue Beetle, I'm like invincible. There's a guy in here that you can throw at me, and it's pretty amazing.
That's good.
That guy right there you can throw at me.
I just wanted to do it for the vine.
Yeah, I was gonna let you do it, but
It's not showing up.
because you're not really standing over by him.
I just threw sandbag at you.
You sure did.
And I'm being as cheap as possible, yes.
Well, I'm trying to do something really cheap right now, and that's just knock you into the other area. Now I'm gonna lose because I'm just trying to knock you into another area. Which is what happens every single time I play this game.
Uh-oh.
That was bad for me. Oh, I was so close there. If you were 1 inch closer to me.
Conspire against you.
I wish I could throw that guy, but he's not strong enough.
Blue Beetle's not strong enough?
Yeah.
He's got a big armor suit.
You'd think so. He's just a kid. Like I
Okay.
consider Blue Beetle like the Spider-Man
Oh, okay.
of DC.
Blue Beetle wins.
I don't know.
Blue Beetle's a pretty cool guy. I think the roster that they came out with was pretty good just like in the beginning.
Uh-huh.
I don't necessarily think that the DLC characters were like missing from the game,
Really?
but they're still pretty cool. Like I like the fact that they put what's his face, Hellboy in there.
Wait, what? Like Hellboy?
Yeah, I thought I texted you about that the other day. They put Hellboy in the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he's a new DLC character.
That's cool.
The Joker.
This is a very one-sided fight here.
What's up with the puppy? Or is that a panther?
It's a cat.
Nice.
His name is Dex Star, He's a little Red Lantern cat.
That's cool.
Oh wait, are we
Fighters approaching.
were we supposed to
Gotham City.
vote?
I missed that. Meanwhile, the Joker's literally on fire.
Like literally, he's on fire. His last mixtape was on fire. The Joker was also a character that didn't need to be in this game because in the first one he dies, and this game takes place entirely in the like Injustice universe.
Yeah, so the first events actually happen.
Yeah, so he literally is in one dream sequence and then he's not in the game again.
Well, that's an excuse to keep him in there.
Yeah, but it's a bad excuse.
Oh, I'm just, you know. Red jelly all over the place.
It's blood, but yeah, even in the comics it just looks like jelly.
I didn't know that Atrocitus worked on the Call of Duty game.
He was the HUD designer.
He's actually just credited as Rod Trocitus. They needed to keep it within the first name, last name.
Alan Trocitus.
I had a really bad one today. I forget what it was. But basically, it was like D as in like D, you know, demorphed or D whatever. And but I said Deandra something. I forget what it was.
My favorite was when we were moving you out of your house and your girlfriend was getting really annoyed that we kept saying like, here's a lamp invented by Thomas P. Lamp. And she just was getting more and more aggravated throughout the day.
Yeah, it's a miracle we're still together.
Ouchies.
That kills people.
See my surprise.
I'd like you to see my surprise. Every time you jump, I do it. Oh, I got
me
you.
that time. Oh, good.
That is your fate.
Ouch.
Oh, Lord.
I said, Lord Jesus, there's a fire.
Get that cat out of here.
No.
I said, Joby, what you doing, dog?
But that was a dog, not a cat.
It is who that you know of.
Well, we still are
Might
debating whether or
identify
not that
as
was
a
a guy or not.
It's a man. It was a man pretending to be a woman.
I don't even think so. I think it
I
was just a
will.
guy.
I will hold that till the day I die.
But in the beginning, you were like, it's a woman.
I was team woman for a while, but
Joby, what you doing,
man,
dog?
gender's fluid.
Okay.
Deadshot.
How do I... This is so dumb. I'm going back a second. You should be able to change this in that menu instead of having
Yeah.
to go here.
Was Deadshot the one who was in the first one, or was it the other mercenary? Deathstroke.
Deathstroke,
Yeah,
yeah.
Deathstroke. Obviously, they put Deadshot in here because, ew, that's...
Wait, you like Reverse Flash?
No, not Reverse Flash. That like brown and
Yeah, there's
blue
some
one. That
there's
was
some
ugly.
hideous colors
That
in
was,
this game.
that was ugly.
Like I'll be playing online, and then just all of a sudden there's just
Reverse
like
Flash.
a golden and green Batman,
Ooh.
and it's like no thanks.
Thanks.
Robin.
I like the alternate costumes that turn into other characters because the moveset's the same, but like the voice and lines are completely different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
Like Supergirl has Power Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Green Lantern has a couple different like
Am I
lanterns.
supposed
The
to be
Flash
saying,
even has
I'll wipe your entire
his
family
face.
from history.
The first one, whose name I cannot
30
remember.
seconds, you'll be out cold.
Begin.
Why is Robin like a samurai?
Because it's Damian Wayne, who was trained by the League of
You,
Assassins.
you mean the one who was in White Chicks?
No, that's
He's one of-
Damian Wayans. Or Damon Wayans,
Yes.
sorry.
Oh, you're talking about the
Oh no. I don't know where this is going, but I don't like it.
you're talking about Wayne Brady, who was in the beloved show. Whose line is it anyway?
Didn't he have his own show?
The Wayne Brady Show. Yeah, it was.
You know, you say that, but one of the Wayans brothers was supposed to be Robin
Really?
in one of the Michael Keaton movies.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really weird to think about.
I don't even think you meant to do that.
Nope.
This one's my favorite in the entire game. I love that.
I would like it if the T-Rex also came back and then just for one last little...
Or no, for the rest of the thing, you just play as the T-Rex.
That would be nice. It's like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, the Flash throws his little thing at him, and then...
He also has somebody named Cappy who's he's friends with. I love the custom costumes thing. That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about the costume changes. So I was thinking about like how annoying it is in Smash, but like you could play as Dr. Mario in a Mario game. I love it.
I know, that was the one that I got really excited
It's so
about.
good. I got excited to see those
Reverse
Italian
Flash
nipples.
wins.
You know, it was weird because the first time that they showed that, I was like, the internet's gonna go nuts that we now see his nipples. And I was right. As soon as I logged onto Twitter, my whole thing was just, there's Mario's nipples.
That really says a lot about the accounts you follow. Because I
guess
saw
so,
nothing
yeah.
except for Fake Kaz Harai tweeting about how in 2017 he has 2 nipples as opposed to 1996 where he had only 1 blurred nipple.
Swamp
When did
Thing.
he ever have nipples before?
It was not real.
Oh, okay.
Fighters
I just threw a
approaching
fart at
Fortress
you.
of Solitude.
That was great.
No, Swamp Gas.
And I like you're using Time Crisis guns against me.
Yeah, again, the colors in this game can be kind of... The crazy thing about this game, I don't know if you saw anything from the story mode, but the facial animations are out of this world, and they're better than anything in Mass Effect
I was just
Andromeda.
gonna say.
Begin.
So is he like a sympathetic? Is he supposed to be?
Yeah, kinda. They use him as like a villainish...
I'm sorry. He just used his foot became a tree.
Well, his whole everything was a tree.
He's just gotta raise money for his daughter. It looks like he is like a Sandman.
I guess.
Carl Sandman.
Was it like Carl Sagan?
Yes.
This is really one-sided, and I'm very shocked. Like I don't think I've ever played this good against
he
you.
He moves like mud. He's like so slow.
Well, yeah, I usually tend to stick with really fast characters, so maybe that's not a great thing.
Uh oh.
Did I hit you with that?
Yeah, it blew up after the fact.
There was like a few seconds there where I wasn't attacking anything.
There.
To a soul.
I'm sorry. He has wings.
Yeah, Swamp Thing's one of those DC characters I just don't really care about.
He's so weird.
All the other
What's
ones
his,
in this game,
What's his thing? What's,
he's a swamp.
No, but like,
That's it.
no, but like, what's his? Is he a Batman and Superman? Or?
I think he was well, he's his own hero, but
Oh, he's a hero.
Yeah. Let me get this attack off on you. I think you need to see it. You're gonna lose anyway. Or okay. What happens is you throw that, and then the dogs eat your face off.
It's like that woman who had that chimpanzee as a pet and ate her friend's face.
What were you thinking about that one? Of course that was gonna happen. You big dope.
Yeah. It's a chimpanzee. You know what they feed them in the zoo? Faces.
Green Lantern.
I love the way he said Green Lantern.
Green Arrow.
Which one's which?
Fighters approaching Red Sun Prison.
Yeah, 'cause that's not a good face for him.
No.
Green v Green.
Green Arrow's got this. Stealing my favorite catchphrase? What you gonna do about
Green
it,
Lantern's favorite catchphrase is Green Arrow's got this.
Must be.
I think we should do a mirror match with Brainiac and Brainiac.
I feel like basically whoever gets the first hit off on that is gonna win.
No, thankfully he's not as broken as he is in the actual game.
Really?
He's still pretty bad though.
Yeah.
This is like the worst move because it like never runs out and there's like nothing you could do about it.
Nice try.
That was like the AI adapting or something.
I like in fighting games when you can switch what the AI does when you're going after him, especially because you can switch to a jump function.
What do you mean?
Like when you, I forget what game. I think it's Soul Calibur. When you do the AI match, you can just have them jump the whole time.
Oh
It
yeah.
was ridiculous. If that was Mortal Kombat, his spine would be underneath the floor.
Green Arrow's never done anything that cool before, like ever.
I have a friend who got really into the show Green Arrow and bought a bow and arrow because of it.
If you press the circle button, you can like activate your Green Lantern powers.
Which, again, I just would like to repeat, he lives in Philadelphia and owns a bow and arrow.
That's pretty terrible.
He's like, now I don't need a home security system.
Also,
I'm like,
it's these two buttons to do your special move. I don't know why that didn't hit me.
It literally was on you. I just fondled your genitals while you smacked me in the face. What a waste of a good apple.
What a waste of a good arrow.
True.
There are starving kids in Africa that could have eaten that arrow.
No, he's actually sending it to Africa.
Oh.
Via arrow.
Let's do Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Let's go to Brainiac's abode.
Fighters
See, they
approaching
went with Tim
Brainiac's
Burton
ship.
Brainiac.
Your costume looks different than mine. I guess they just choose a random one for player 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
You are not me, but who? I am Brainiac 6, your descendant. Prove you are a worthy heir.
Begin.
He's cooler than Doc Ock. He has 2 forearms.
Does he?
Doc Ock has 4 arms. He's got 6.
I didn't notice that he had 6.
Okay, this is really confusing because there's just tentacles everywhere.
It's like we're watching hentai.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched a video like this once.
Once.
Wow. Yeah, it was some weird Teen Titans thing on Newgrounds.
Oh, Zone.
So weird.
Check out my cool dance moves, bro. Stay right there. Thanks.
I'm a spaceman.
I know your thoughts.
I know everything you were going to do, and you know everything I'm going to do. Strange, isn't it? That's a Sonic thing.
I'm not that into Sonic lore. That was good.
I know your
Yeah, you
thoughts.
body checked me. Dang.
I love how the super moves look so pathetic when you don't land it.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like, tickle, little girl.
Brainiac's famous quote.
Right.
You have your super move.
Tickle, little girl. At least that one connected. I feel better knowing that.
The little girl did not like the tickle tickle.
No, and she is retaliating.
Many little girls do not like the tickle tickle.
Yeah, a whole show about it. It's called Law and Order
Catfish.
SVU. Catfish is even worse.
Catfish is pretty dumb.
It's so weird. I just hate people. This is nonsense. I went to angrily sip my coffee and I completely missed the mouthful. They don't have mouthfuls.
Where we're going, we don't need mouthfuls.
Draco mouthhole. Oh, Draco. Good.
That's the best part of that movie. That's the only good part of the movie, and the only part of that movie that I actually remember.
Is that part 1 or part 2?
I think that was part 2.
Oh.
I'm going to play as the character that I'm the worst at, and I think is possibly the worst character in any fighting game to give you an advantage.
I'm sorry, what's her superpower?
She screams real loud.
Terrific. Yeah, well, I don't
Fighters
know.
approaching Gotham City.
Tickle, tickle, little girl.
Because ice hurts. That's what I was getting at.
I thought you were going for more tickle, tickle, little girl.
You'd have made a badass rogue.
I fight crime, not commit it.
Missing out.
Fights it. She's pretty terrible.
He
in
looks
this
like a
game.
Judge Dredd villain.
Yeah. I have not found one single use for Black Canary in this game. She's awful. Other than
least-
throwing garbage cans.
At least her name isn't Captain Cold.
Captain Cold is a great character, and I'm not even kidding.
But
Yeah, the circle button is like you have like latent abilities that you can use. Yours is probably shoot gun.
what?
That's the first time I've ever had that connect with her.
She sounds like Gigan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Got any fight left in you?
If I ever make a video game, I'm going to make like a fighting game where the character's quote is literally "tickle tickle little girl."
Oh wowee.
Somebody call the ice cream man?
Someone call the rain.
Okay, so you can't use Tickle Tickle Little Girl because the best catchphrase has been used, and it was that.
What? What the? I was pressing buttons and all she was doing was ducking. Rape. She is her own rape
That was
whistle.
your trigger button. I guess the name Rape Whistle wasn't as tested as well as a comic character.
Yeah. Either Captain Cold is really good or really bad, or I'm just like pretty decent at this game. Oh no.
Oh yes. I think I just sneezed at you. I don't know. I didn't think I connected with you.
Well, your last name is Snart.
I'm sorry. Snart.
Leonard Snart.
Leonard Snart.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
That's his name. He's a good character. I know everything's working against him. His name's Captain Cold. His real name's Leonard Snart.
Snart is the name of the sidekick on Thundercats.
Is it really? No, I thought that was Snart.
Yeah, it's
Blue
Snart.
Beetle. Deadshot.
This one's probably my favorite level.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
Does Will Smith voice Blue Beetle?
Matthew Mercer.
Nice outfit. Looks
I
expensive.
think you could tell because he's all baned up.
Oh.
Oh, there's a price.
Begin.
I don't think Deadshot's as broken as
Deathstroke is
Yeah.
so dumb.
He was the worst.
This came out I think my sophomore year of college, or it was out for my sophomore year of college, and we played a lot. And my one friend Dan would always play as Deathstroke, and like he just wouldn't change characters, and we would get so pissed at him.
You would probably stand to the other side and just shoot.
Yeah, and every time he'd connect on a move, he'd be like Deathstroke, Deathstroke. I'm like, oh my god, dude. But anyway. Finally, I beat him as Aquaman. He got pissed and he left. He just walked out of the room, and I'm like, you just rage quit a room. Congratulations.
Well, you don't really. We've all rage quitted things.
I didn't rage quit
You
Pac-Man.
rage quit Pac-Man.
It didn't happen. Nope.
Cannot deny it because it did happen.
You have no proof.
I was there for it. I don't need proof. I am the proof. A lot of these seem like they forgot that they weren't making a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah. Like, he just actually got shot in the face.
He sure did. Maybe with like Blue Beetle it's fine because he's like got armor on. But like when Deadshot does that to like Harley Quinn, there's no explanation. They tried it in the first game with like the pills that made you stronger,
Grabbing penis.
but there's no such explanation. in
This looks
game.
like a Left 4 Dead level.
Beetle wins.
Yeah, it looks like the carnival level, yeah. Let's do one more, but I can't think of which characters to end it on. Unless we do a Black Canary mirror match.
No thanks.
Alright, I'm gonna just choose random.
Excuse you.
Oh, that was Red Hood, never mind. There's no random. Or is there? Yeah, there's random.
Atrocitus.
Nope, I already played as him.
Look
Dr.
at this
Fate.
man. Because he
Dr.
looks...
Fate.
I guess we're doing it. I guess we're doing a mirror match.
I like Dr. Fate. He's one of those kind of obscure characters that I was really happy to see in this game. He's like the good Doctor Strange.
Okay. They didn't bring back Ares this time, huh?
No.
I like Ares.
They put in Cheetah instead, who's an infinitely worse Wonder Woman villain.
They betrayed humanity.
Begin.
It's pretty much the mirror match now is just two Isaacs from Dead Space going.
And it's kind of fitting because it looks like we're on a Japanese named spaceship.
Ishimura, USD Ishimura.
Isn't that the president of Sony now?
Maybe. Yeah, his name is USG Ishimura.
Yeah.
I like the moves you're doing.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate wasn't actually like playable in the main story, so I don't have a whole lot of experience with him. We're on even playing fields here. Go into my helmet. What inside of me? Oh, it wasn't that we had two different costumes for Brainiac before. Mine was just mine that had all the different costume like alterations. Yours was like the normal base Brainiac.
You know what's strange about him is the way he's standing.
Ooh, Dr. Fate? The fact that he's not standing at all?
I actually did call him Doctor Strange there for a minute.
Did you? I didn't even catch it.
Dumb. Bad.
Legions of Horus.
Horus, like the god.
The sun god.
That's why he's got all those ankhs. Like some weird Egyptian mythology. I don't know what you're doing. You're calling down like...
Isn't Ankh the guy from Emperor's New Groove?
no, Ankh is the main character of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That is severely disappointing.
Did you see how little health I had left?
Yeah, that's why it's severely disappointing. If you had somehow missed that super move, I would have killed you.
Probably, yeah.